Welcome to Asst College of Arts and Commerce. This is Asst Udupedia. Myself, Assistant Professor Mithili Gaurishankar, going to teach you Physical Education 2 of first year BCom, BSc, BAF, BCBI, semester 2. We are going to see the continuity of Development of Fitness Modulo 1. We have already seen why we need fitness in the life and what are the advantage of being fitness. Here we are going to see principle of physical fitness. First, individually what is the fitness we are getting. Everyone responds in an individual manner to the exercise being performed. Some are able to handle high intensity workouts that was doing in the gyms, while others are able to do low intensity exercise like yoga or own instruction exercises, and hence exercises need to be adapted to individual levels. So how much exercise one can able to do daily, but the time should be minimum 45 minutes. He want to choose the type of exercise according to the nature of the body. Principle of physical fitness also specifically have specificity, that is, to improve one's fitness level, each person needs to be specific to what goals need to be achieved. If the man like to have muscle strength, he want to plan the exercise according to that. If he want to have fitness for a long time, he want to do regularly exercise according to the need. Goals need to be specific to address the concern of an individual. It depends on the individual, it will be changing. Taking into account their age, current health condition, current fitness level, etc. So, the young person can choose heavy fitness activity, but old person should have light fitness activity according to the nature of the body and also age and health conditions. Progressions. It means a person must start from the minimum and then as they improve their activity or move to the next progressive harder level of exercise step by step. So, for example, if a man starting the running like to jog in a marathon and applied to marathon, if he is starting heavy running pattern from the first day, he will be facing the problem in joints and muscles. He will be tired very soon. So, for the practice of marathon from first day, he want to slowly start with the slow jogging. Next day, improving the time little bit fast. After 1 week, little more fast and also increasing the time. Like this, step by step, the process of progressiveness should be there to avoid the damage to the muscle and bones. In this way, if we are practicing, we can achieve our task what we are having. Overload. To improve strength, endurance and health, an individual should gradually add intensity and resistance in the training routines. So, continuously doing same and same time maintaining exercise will not helpful to the body. Little bit intensity and resistance should be introduced inside the training session to improve our ability to face the condition of the fitness. Adaptation. Over time, body becomes used to certain routine and stops developing and hence to improve further fitness level. An individual needs to adapt and change the activity by high intensity activity and or longer duration activity. So in an adaptation of higher level, two types are there. Higher intensity activities step by step we can increase, otherwise longer duration, from shorter duration to longer duration we can improve our adaptation for the exercise to improve our fitness. Recovery. Body cannot recover and rebuild without adequate and timely rest. So after 4 days, it is mandatory to have 1 day rest of exercise. Thus, one needs to ensure that there is adequate rest for recovery periods between the exercise. So rest will recover our body, immune system, and also motivate further exercise, also accepting the exercise further. Reversibility. To avoid going back to old less fitness levels during long breaks, at least minimum exercise should be performed. So for continuous maintenance of exercise, minimum exercise fitting for our body should be chosen and it should be maintained every day to practice at the same time. So in development of fitness, waist hip ratio, target heart rate, BMI and types of principles of exercise are we are going to see. Weight to hip ratio, also known as weight hip ratio, is the circumference of the waist divided by the circumference of the hip. The waist to hip ratio, WHR, is a quick measurement of fat distribution that may help indicate a person's overall health. People who carry more weight around their middle than their hip may be at higher risk of developing certain health conditions. To calculate the WHR, divide the first measurement, waist circumference, by the second measurement, hip circumference. We will get the answer. Measurement can be recorded in either centimeters or inches without affecting the ratios. Means both the measurement of circumference of the waist and also circumference of the hip should be in the same units, centimeters or in inches. This is our fitness index level 1 to 4. What is that? 100 into test duration in seconds divided by 2 into sum of heartbeats in the recovery periods. If the resulting is excellent, means we will get the fitness index greater than 96. If it is between 83 to 96, means the rating is good. If it is between 68 to 82, it is in average. And 54 to 67 means it is lower average, and less than 54 means it is poor. We want to concentrate on our fitness routine. The following chart shows how the WHO classifies the risk of being affected by weight related health conditions according to WHR. Health risk low when the men is having 0.95 or lower WHR. Women 0.80 or lower WHR. Moderate 0.96 to 10 to men, 0.81 to 0.85 to women. High 1.0 or higher, 0.86 or higher to women. For having our routine, we are going to see some of the different training methods to include in our exercise pattern. A training method is the form of exercise you select to improve your fitness. The training method selected has a significant impact on training outcomes. Training must be relevant to your goals. This refers to the training principle of specification. There is methods. First one, continuous training. Involves low intensity exercise for long period of time without a rest or break. A performer normally performs continuous training for a minimum of 20 minutes in their aerobic training zone, that is 60 to 80% of heart rate maximum. An example continuous training example workout is 30 minutes run at 60% heart rate maximum. Then adjusting the phase or effort of the activity can vary the exercise intensity. For example, instead of running 60% of heart rate maximum, increase to 70%. So the exercise pattern will be not heavy, but the duration will be increasing in the continuous training. If we are doing 30 minutes for the first day or 4 days, after that we want to improve that 45 minutes for next 4 days. No need break in the continuous training. Interval training involves period of exercise or work followed by period of rest. It is effective at improving cardiovascular fitness, muscular endurance, speed, recovery times, and lactate threshold. Typically, interval training involves a work-rest ratio of 1 to 2. For example, exercise for 30 seconds, resting for 1 minute. The length of work period and rest is dependent on their intended outcome. An example interval training workout is scheduled like this: 30 seconds hard work, 1 minute active rest, complete 10 rounds. It will give the different immediate benefit. Next pattern is circuit training. This involves a series of exercises known as stations being performed one after the other. Typically, circuit training involves 8 to 10 stations performed for a certain number of repetition or time. When planning a circuit, it is important to vary the muscle group you work and think about the number of repetition or time spent on each station. A circuit can be designed to develop any aspects of fitness but tends to be used for general body conditions. An example for training session is: complete the following exercise for 40 seconds with 20-second rest. Complete 2 to 4 laps of body weight squats, press ups, plank, star jump, lunges, plank press, back extension, mountain climbers. With 40 seconds of continuous workout of every exercise, we can take a break. Like this we want to do 10 times. Fartlek training. This is the fast training, speed play. Fartlek is a Swedish word for a speed play, or in the form of continuous training duration, during which the speed or train of the activity is varied so that both aerobic and anaerobic energy system are stressed. Both are maintained equally. This could involve period of sprinting, jogging or walking, or could include uphill, downhill and flat running. Due to the nature of the different intensities, This type of training is useful for improving cardiovascular fitness, muscular endurance, speed recovery times and lactate threshold, the amount of lactic acid you can tolerate. This is often a more demanding form of training compared to continuous training due to the higher intensities. For example, fartlek training having the session of 5 minutes jog to warm up, sprint for 30 seconds, jog for 90 seconds, run approximately 75% for 50 seconds, jog for 90 seconds, repeat 6 times. If we are doing repeatedly 6 times fastly and high intensity work is this. So this is the different way of workout. Next one, Flyometric Training. So what is this? This is to increase the use of increased power, that is strength into speed we use to calculate this, and strength, this translate to higher jump and faster sprint times. It typically involves bounding, hopping or jumping style exercise, but can include medicine ball work or box work. It includes, one of the example is Zumba. So, psychometric training involves eccentric, lower and landing, concentration, construction, contraction where muscles lengthen under tension, downward phase of a squat followed by a concentric contraction where muscles shorten under tension, upward phase of a squat. The eccentric phase or landing phases involves the preloading of the agnatics muscle. The concentric phase or takeoff phase uses the stored energy to increase the force of movement, resulting in a more powerful contraction. This type of training is very demanding on the body. Usually 3 to 5 sets, 3 to 5 repetitions are performed. So we can have the knowledge of psychometric training, then we can use in our training, because this is the higher intensity method of training to practice our body. So till now we have seen all the training types. Thank you, students.